for the youth. I'm inside the booth, not off no 40 proof. I'm on that G.O.D. God at the juice, God at the truth, and it's on the loose. Riding around in the city like I'm on a moose, on a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Pop a Willie, we don't care. Mick Millie air, think I need a spare. Got too much air, hit too much ground. Never touch the asphalt. If you fall, then my that gon' be your fault. I'm on that G.O.D. God at the juice, God at the truth, and it's on the loose. Riding around in the city like I'm on a moose, on a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Yeah, I'm moving fast, yeah, I hit the dash, yeah, I caught the pass. Boy, I'll never crash. You forever mad, you forever sad. My wifey Angelina, I think I'm Brad. Michael Jackson bad, we forever smooth. You be on the news, you ain't got no clue. And we never lose, we get them W's. We breaking every rule, we paid our dues.
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't seen the views. Look, I get the views, top floor of the suite, watch views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say?
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't see the views. Look, I get the views, top floor of the suite, watch views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say to you? That's some news to me, that's so new to me. I'm luxury, it been like this for a minute, I don't do for free. You gotta pay, yes there is a fee. Yeah, I'm off the leash, yeah, I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm a preacher, step in the booth and preach. Yeah, I do teach, this is for the youth. I'm inside the booth, not off no 40 proof. I'm on that G.O.D. God at the juice, God at the truth, and it's on the loose. Riding around in the city like I'm on a moose, on a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Pop a Willie, we don't care. Mick Millie air, think I need a spare. Got too much air, hit too much ground. Never touch the asphalt. If you fall, then my that gon' be your fault. I'm on that G.O.D. God at the juice, God at the truth, and it's on the loose. Riding around in the city like I'm on a moose, on a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Yeah, I'm moving fast, yeah, I hit the dash, yeah, I caught the pass. Boy, I'll never crash. You forever mad, you forever sad. My wifey Angelina, I think I'm Brad. Michael Jackson bad, we forever smooth. You be on the news, you ain't got no clue. And we never lose, we get them W's. We breaking every rule, we paid our dues.
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't seen the views. Look, I get the views, top floor of the suite, watch views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say?
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't see the views. Look, I get the views, top floor of the suite, watch views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say to you? That's some news to me, that's so new to me. I'm luxury, it been like this for a minute, I don't do for free. You gotta pay, yes there is a fee. Yeah, I'm off the...
All right. Yo, this is your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And today we are live, man, with an amazing interview for a new series I like to call Victory Lap. And today's guest is CNFTADAM. What is up, man? How are you doing this evening?
Oh, it's a real pleasure to finally meet you. I've been loving what you've been doing in the space. I think there's no one like you personally, like the amount of projects that you seem to bring to us that are not even under the radar. They're under the radar. They're so new, but there's some great projects. So I've been enjoying what you've been doing, and I hope you've been enjoying what Space Pugs have been doing, because it feels like we've been here forever, and it's been like, it's not even 3 weeks, you know. So we've got a great community, some great people working with us, and yeah, thanks for having me on here.
Man, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Man, it's an absolute no brainer for me to bring Space Pugs Alpha back, man. Just to answer your question, have I been enjoying Space Pugs Alpha? Yes, I have. Extremely. Extremely. From everywhere from, oh, we got Ultimate CNFT in the chat. What's up? Ultimate CNFT in the building. What is up, man? So yeah, man, just watching this floor has been amazing. Not only the floor, man, it's the culmination of everything that you guys are doing. Every time I go to the Space Pugs Alpha Discord, there is a million updates, man. And like, one of my first question is, how do you guys keep up with all of these updates, all of these giveaways? It's like every time I go into the chat, I miss the giveaway. It's like, man, oh man, how many giveaways are there? Like, I literally earlier today when I woke up, I went into the Discord for Space Pugs Alpha. My update thing had to say like 44. It had 44 updates. And I'm like, did I go to sleep and miss that many things? So it's like, man, how are you guys able to do this as a solid team and all stay on one accord?
Oh, I mean, it's I don't know. Mike jokes and calls me the cyborg, because since everything happened, you know, since the other founder left, and from that day, I sleep 4 or 5 hours a night, and I sit on this chair I wake up like between 6 and 7 in the morning, and I go to sleep about 1 or 2 in the morning, and I don't really do much else apart from this, because I feel like I've been given the gift, the biggest gift in the world. I've had one of the best lives as a performer, performing all around the world for over 30 years. And now I've found something for the next 30 years. You know, it feels really special to have this opportunity. So I'm giving everything. You know, I've only been in this space since January, but I've been lucky enough to be in some really good projects and seeing what Bosscat Rocket are doing, seeing all the marketing, all the perks, all the different things that they do, and with the Yetis and with, you know, a lot of other projects. So I'm trying to implement all the ideas that I see from everywhere and take out the ones that I don't think work, and then bring in the ones that I think work really good, and then put my own spin on it and make them a little bit different and a little bit better, and then just try to implement them. And so far, the community has been really enjoying what we've been doing.
Man, that it's amazing, man. It's definitely amazing to see. And it's also a breath of fresh air, man, to know that me personally, like I said, not financial advice, but me personally, when I invested my money in Pugs, or my ADA in Pugs rather, I never once felt like, oh man, I don't know about this project, because you guys are working around the clock and you guys are working very consistent. And so I never felt, I always feel more FOMO. And it's kind of funny, because it's like I already own 6 of them. It's like, how many more can I have? You know what I mean? And like every time I see the floor and it goes to a certain price, if it goes down 28, I'm like, oh man, I should get another one. Maybe I should get another one. You know what I mean? And also, I also want to update the audience and let the guys watching us know that me and Adam has known each other before Space Pugs Alpha. Me and Adam used to just talk in the chat sometimes. We actually had like a situation within the community where, you know, he kind of reached out to me and we kind of, you know, did something together to make sure the community is being, you know, well looked after. You know what I mean? And I definitely won't speak on that situation too much, because it was all cleared up. It actually cleared up and it actually worked. And
they just minted and they smashed it as well.
yeah,
You know, they're doing fantastic. Like, I'm really, really happy for the two young guys. I think they're from Germany, if I was right. But
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
they're doing really, really good, which is great to see.
Hmm.
Great to see some new people in the space. You know, I mean, I can't say I've got lots of experience. This is my first rodeo. You know, so where we've got, you know, I mean, a little bit more experience in the space from my own personal stuff before, but I think they're doing fantastic. You know, so. I need to pick up a couple before they go too high. So
Man,
I need.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Adam, man. I picked up like 10. I got 10, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm holding 10. I'm holding 10.
Nice.
And you know, I just wanted to thank you just for bringing certain things to my awareness about certain situations that was going on, and also thank you for reaching out to them and kind of clearing it up. Because that project, I was actually one of the first YouTuber to actually bring their project to light. And when I brought them to light and you brought me some of your concerns and you kind of worked through it, it was kind of like, okay, everything's cool now. And then I kind of went about what I was doing, and I continued to cover the project, and I invested in the project. So it's doing pretty well. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's a great example of the community working together. Um, together to make sure everything is just working properly, and no one's really coming in with any kind of malice or ill intent to harm anyone or rug pull or nothing like that. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you for that, clearing up that
Yeah.
situation. um
No, no, for sure, for sure.
Definitely. So let's talk a little bit more about CNFT Adam. Let's talk about your background. Let's talk about your background as a performer a little bit. I definitely want to know a little bit more about that. Being that I'm a performer myself. I'm a music artist. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah. So, I've been performing like, man, 20 years plus. You know what I mean? 20
Yeah.
years plus. And
Amazing.
yep, and gonna continue to perform now within Cardano,
Wow. For
so
sure.
so I want to know a little bit more about that background.
Yeah, so it was funny actually because someone I've been because we're planning to do an AMA soon, so I'm like getting people to ask some questions.
Mhm.
So if because I you can't get more docs than me. You can see all my socials. I've got multiple Instagrams. I've been a coach as well as a performer. So people like, wait, you're now a founder of CNFTs, but aren't you this guy like skating around and coaching? I'm like, how do they go together? It doesn't make sense. So my background, I started figure skating like an ice skater when I was a child, and then I joined shows when I was 17. And for 20 years, I just traveled the whole world doing different shows like cruise ships, Disney on Ice,
Mhm.
Holiday on Ice, Dancing on Ice, many, many, many shows. And then at 37, I kind of had done everything, 20 years of that. And it gets a little bit boring. I'm like, okay, let's get some inlines which do the same thing. And then I started
Mhm.
doing the Got Talent shows. So I did Britain's Got Talent, Poland's Got Talent, Romania's Got Talent. And then these are more like shop windows. It's not like that. It's not that hard to get on, but to progress, it can be harder. So in Britain's Got Talent, luckily we got to the semi-finals, and then we didn't make it to the final, but luckily Cirque du Soleil saw us. So I got asked to go and be part of Cirque du Soleil, which for me, that is the highlight of my life, to be in Cirque du Soleil. And
Mhm.
we got to perform at the Chicago Theater in Chicago, the really famous theater. You see Chicago on the side. I got to skate on that stage, which was like, I get goosebumps just thinking about it now, because these moments I'll carry with me forever, forever. And I also got to perform at MSG in New York. So you may have heard of that, kind of
Yes.
a small
Yeah.
place.
Hmm.
So that was like, some of the best times of my life performing. And throughout my career, I've always loved playing poker, especially poker tournaments. I remember 1 week ago in my 1 week, every single night I won the tournament every single night in my local casino. It was a big casino. Each tournament had more than 100 people, and I won it every single day because I love risk. I love skill. Like if it's just me versus you and it's down to skill, I'm like, okay, I'll work out your strengths, your weaknesses, and I'll try to beat you. That is why I love CNFTs, I love NFTs, I love flipping, I love holding. The whole aspect of everything, it's about skill, not about how much money you've got. It's about knowing when to hold and knowing when to sell, like playing poker. You know when to hold, you know when to bluff, you know when to call, you know when to raise. It's just learning all these aspects. And I'll be honest, in January when I got in, I jumped in, and you know why I got into CNFTs. So I was like, last year, I'm like, God, I need to go into crypto. I need this, but I need to research. So I spent months researching. Okay, what should I do? Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm like, what should I do? And then it just kept coming back around to Cardano. It's like, that seems like the people's chain. And it seems like the one that is the safest, because you hear about stories, people losing money. So I'm like, maybe CNFTs is the one I need to go. No, sorry, maybe Cardano is the one I need to go for. And then these NFTs keep popping up. And then a video came up from Block is Hot. I'm like, who is this guy? Oh, he's only got 70 subs. I'll watch his video. And I watched his video and I'm like, oh, I watched another video. And he only had 5 or 6 videos. And I watched all the videos. And I was on holiday in Tenerife. And I'm like, I need to buy some boss cats. And there was 700 ADA, but I didn't have my laptop with me. I was like, by the time I get back to England, they're 1400 ADA. They're exactly what they are right now. They're 1400 ADA right now. So I got home. I dropped like about 10,000 ADA in. I bought a bunch of boss cats. I bought some chill kongs. I bought basically pretty much everything. And then I ended up selling everything and just went all in on boss cats, because it's the boss cat way. You kind of just go all in.
Yeah.
So and then I've had a whole journey past that, but that's kind of why I kind of like CNFTs and how I got there. And yeah, big shout out to Block is Hot, because he is the man. He's the man that got me into CNFTs. I mean, I'm also his moderator. I don't do it so much anymore because I'm a little busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I don't breathe. I just talk, and yeah, there you
go. Nah, you good. So shout out to Block is Hot, man. I definitely watch his channel too. It's so funny because he always talks about being bald, and I'm bald too. So there's always kind of like a little joke, a little joke I laugh at. I'm like, oh, I'm a bald YouTuber too. So it's kind of funny. So shout out.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
No, it's definitely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, man. So with hearing your journey and hearing everything, hearing all of your stories, it's amazing, man. And now the next question I want to ask you is how all of those skills come into play within CNFT and also within your role with Space Pugs. Like, your poker skills, your performance skills, the competitive nature to want to win. I just want to let's touch base on that. Like, how did those skills come into play?
So I think for me, one of the I'll tell you a really funny story about this in a second. So one of my greatest strengths is I'm really comfortable talking on camera in really tough situations, because I performed live for 10 million people on the semi-final of Britain's Got Talent. So after that, Simon Cowell sat there, 10 million people live doing crazy stuff, so nervous. After that, nothing scares me. Nothing will scare me, because I'm like, that could have ruined my life, and instead it made my life. So now I have a lot of confidence with what I'm doing, and I feel really blessed as well, like to be doing what I'm doing. And yeah, strategy. I'm used to like poker, and I like strategy. And so something I used to do as a skater, even when I was learning and I was rubbish or I was crap or I wasn't very good. I would go to a show and I would look at everybody and I'm like, okay, I like what he does. Okay, I'll use that. And I'd find the best trait of what everyone does, and I would put that into my body and I would learn how to do it. So if I now look at the whole CNFT space, I can see what works, what doesn't work, who's doing good, and I will just take everything from every single project and I'll implement it all into our project, but in a better way. Passive income, one ADA per NFT. Okay, you're gonna have to buy about 300 of them, to make that work. Okay, I'll do passive income. And at the moment, it looks like it's just for the people that are investing the most money. I had to start somewhere. I couldn't start, okay, everyone gets paid, because then everyone doesn't earn much. And then it's just like everybody else. I wanted it to be silver at first, but then it was just getting spread way too thin. And I could say, okay, we're gonna make 100 grand profit every month so I can pay everyone. I'll walk first, and then we'll run. As I said, there's a couple other things that we're working on that are going. The aim for those is to actually pay fawn, apricot, and silver. But you never know what happens. Maybe we smash it so much that after the first couple of months, we're going to do 75k and it's going to pay everybody, because there's enough to go around. We have to see, so people that, like the other day, someone said, they're only paying for the whale, so I'm selling all my space pugs. And this was like floor 125. Well, if you'd held them a week, you could sell them now for 300. So you would have made money just holding. So if anyone is worried, I'm like, well, just hold it. I mean, dude, I will tell you all how to make the most money from my own project, and you will do it by selling my project. But I'm like, buy as many space pugs right now. And as we're getting up to the airdrop, if you want to sell a few into the airdrop. But if you're selling them into the airdrop, then you're going to miss out on ones that you get. So
Yeah, exactly.
this is what, if you want to hold a bag of 10, maybe buy 10 now, get 4 to 6 free after, sell those 4 to 6 free. You've still got your bag of 10 and you've made some money, and it's created volume. If the floor drops a little bit, some more people get in, but we all know where the floor is going back up. It's going to go straight back up because things that we're going to implement, and there's loads of things that I haven't dropped. I was thinking, I'm like, there's some stuff that I'm like holding on to. I'm like, do I drop this to stop the floor dipping after? But I'm like, there's some people that's gonna, I want to get some more when it dips. I'm like, I don't know. I can play it however I want, So sometimes I'm like, I'll just sit back and we'll see what happens, But I don't know. It's just fun. It's just a fun. It's fun working with obviously to work with Mike and to work with Danny, and now we've got Dark Quarter on board and all the moderators. Like everyone, like it may look like because I'm just always. It looks like it's me, but it's not just me. There's a lot of stuff that people don't see. Like Danny does a lot of stuff that people don't see. Mike is doing a lot of stuff people don't see. Like we talk for 3, 4, 5 hours a day. I wake up, I talk to him, and I go to talk to him before I sleep. We're talking and we are strategizing everything. So pretty much everything that is implemented is a conversation that we have, and we decide that it's going that way, or Danny or something like that. So it's not just me. It's just I'm the person that you kind of see, And you used to see Mike right on YouTube. So now I made it, Mike. I'm on YouTube too now. I'm a YouTuber.
That's funny. That's funny. Hey, yeah, that sounds great, man. That's great. Now let's get into it, man. Let's talk about the latest announcement, man.
Which one do you want to go with? The Great Reset? Have you even seen the Great Reset?
The Great Reset? What is that? Oh man, dude, I don't even know about that. I don't even know about the Great Reset, bro. What is that?
Let's start back to front. Okay, so there's a thing called XP, right? When you first start a project, XP is really valuable. It's because the thing is, I'll talk honestly. XP is great to build a community because people have a reason to chat, a reason to be there, and then you give goals and the people are there chatting, but after a while, XP kind of becomes meaningless. It's like there's no levels, at the moment, the only reason XP is there, people get to level 10, they get GIFs. So I was like, how can we make XP valuable? How can we do that? Because I love finding a problem. I'm like, how can we make it valuable? Okay, so we'll have some money because when we mint and we've got this war chest, I'm like, okay, we can throw some money at it. I'm like, okay, here's an idea. We're gonna on the 1st of August, so that's about 10 weeks from now. Whoever reaches, we've reset the levels to 0. Everyone's at 0. Everyone. Like we had below at level 50. He's gone into the XP Hall of Fame. He's right there. He's been given the XP MVP GOAT role because people love roles. He's got the first whale whitelist, so he can mint 25 voxes and become a whale straight away. Because we had to recognize him because of his work. 1,200 messages. I don't know. No, 112,000. No, 11,000 messages he sent, something like this. So I had to recognize him before we did the Great Reset. So everyone dropped to 0. Now, once it comes to the 1st of August, whoever is level 50 will share 1,000 ADA. So if there's only one person that makes it to level 50, they'll get 1,000 ADA. If 10 people make it, they will split. They'll split it 100 ADA each. And then the 1st of September, it will be level 50, etc., etc., etc. But I'm not finished. So whoever's at level 40 will get access to a special channel, and in there will be a giveaway bot, and there'll be a secret mystery prize. We don't know what it will be. It could be anything. We could even stick a boss cat in there. We could stick anything. It's up to us. Or it could be a booby prize, and we stick in like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We're sticking. Let's say we're sticking a project that's not doing very well, but we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. That would be you know. So that's what we did, and now it's getting the community engaged. They've got a reason to be there. They're going to get their XP, and there's a prize. There's a pot of gold at the end of the tunnel. So yeah.
Definitely, man. That is amazing. That right there is that's amazing, man. That's very impressive. Yeah, because when you talk about XP and you talk about the grind with XP, it's kind of like people grind for the whitelist, and then once the mint happens, it's like, okay, what do you do with XP now? So I feel like
Exactly.
that's a great solution to handle that and kind of give people higher incentive after the mint is over. You know what I mean?
For sure. And also, we do like to play like XP games. There's loads of different games that you can play, so they will actually have value now. And then we're going to be doing some quiz nights for XP. And so when we do our poker games, we'll add some XP that you can win as well. Like any games that we're going to be doing, there'll be some XP that you can win, as well as have some whale whitelist that you can win and different things. Any game, there'll be XP there, and the XP is worth them because if you can win, and it's a lot, it can really help you get to that level 50, because we know it's not easy to get to level 50. I'm at level 36, and I'm chatting quite a lot, so we're gonna have to do some games too.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about those space pug Vox, man. The Vox pugs, man. Let's talk about those. I was very excited once I seen the announcement. It's so funny because I just did a video on Creatures. Shout out to them. They're
How good did they look?
man. They when you talk about projects that is under the radar, I feel like Creatures is under the radar. And I said in my video, right? I said in my video because I went through everything that they're doing. And I said, these guys are really shaping up to be the premier voxel designers for
100%.
and then when you think about that, you think about Sandbox. You know, we're not even just talking about Cardano. Then when you start talking about voxelizing different characters and creatures, you're talking about Sandbox, you're talking about Boss Planet. You know what I mean? You're talking about Unbounded Earth. You're talking about everything that has anything to do with voxel animations. So when I looked into these guys, it's funny that you guys made that announcement. I just did a video on them last week that is so funny, and I actually talked to some of the team as well.
Yeah, I mean, I got asked by Mavis and Goku, the team, to be the head community manager, which was like I was blown away when they asked me to come on board. So I was on board with them. I did like a couple of days, and then it was right before the mint, and then that happened, and then it's obviously I took over with Mike, and I had to kind of step down from that role. But I was excited to work with them. But I have a big announcement, guys. So actually, we're going to. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to have our Vox in Sandbox. We're going to ETH. Just some alpha like that. No. There's no plan. There's no plan for that. But who knows? Who knows? There could be anything. We can do anything, guys. Anything. But like the Vox. So this is the thing. Like for a lot of the stuff, I'm kind of grandfathered in. The Pug Floor Fund, that wasn't my idea. The 2,500 airdrop, that wasn't my idea. The Vox wasn't my idea, because I came in and this is the roadmap. This is the plan. I'm like, okay, so we're doing that, and then I've had my own ideas as well. So the Vox Pugs, I think, are going to be great, because then you're going to have your own avatar when we go into Boss Planet, into Pug Pub, because we're gonna have a lot of cool stuff in there. I know it's so far away, but the Vox Pugs, it's a gift for us because of the idea that I wanted to implement. Because I'll go back a little bit just so it makes more sense. So straight after everything happened, and I'm sitting and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, so we've got the 2,500 airdrop, and then the Pug Floor Fund, and I'm trying to think, because when I got into this project, before I knew Mike or anything, I'm like, okay, cool. I can mint 10. I can buy as many as I can. I can get the airdrop and I can sell some and I can make money. That is what probably every single smart investor thought, right? Because we're here to make money, and if you can make money and then have the ones that you bought for free, you're winning, because that's you've covered your investment. But now, as the founder, as the person that's got to control the market and control the floor, make sure people don't lose their investment, because there's nothing worse than if someone buys it at 300 and now the floor's 150, because it's my job to always control the floor, make sure we're going in the direction up, because there's only so much the investors can do. They can, it's like, so I'm like, okay, what utility am I going to do then? We need more utility. Someone asked me, I was talking to him, he's like, tell me why I should hold space pugs after the airdrop. Tell me why. I'm like, that is the question I'm asking myself at the moment. Why do people going to hold and not sell for profits and then move on to the next project? Because that's what happens. People move on. So I'm like, okay, I had this idea. I've been talking to John Boy, my friend, talked to a couple other people. I'm like, I'd love to make the evolution of a DAO. It wouldn't be a DAO, but when I say a DAO, everyone knows what I mean. They mean a project that's got a wallet full of money that they buy NFTs from, but that's all they do. And then it kind of sits there and the holders don't earn profits. And it just seems very slow. I'm not knocking them at all. I'm just telling the facts that that's how it is, because everyone has to vote on stuff and then the opportunity kind of gets missed. I'm like, what if we had the wallet and the whole community trusted me and whoever had access to that wallet, and we had a team of experts that knew everything about certain projects. So then projects that we were going to buy, we knew more information than the founders of the project. We had so much information that the moves that we make, we would definitely be profitable. I'm like, maybe I can start to implement that idea, and obviously do swing trading and everything like this, but with a big bag. You almost become a whale project. That is why we have a lot of whales, because we are a big whale. We are the biggest whale. We'll be the biggest whale in the metaverse. to use your kind of line,
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but where is this money coming from? I want to put 300 grand in a bag. Where is this coming from? We don't have it now because I wasn't part of the mint. I missed out. I'm just here working. So I'm like, we need to have the second project, and then we can use that, the money from there to create this. But then, what are we going to do with the Vox? What are we going to do with them? Why do people want to mint the Vox? Because the pugs are going to make the passive income. This was the second problem. How do we fix this problem? Why do people want to buy the Vox? They don't have passive income. But now, okay, they have to have passive income. So how can we do this? How can we make them both work? I mean, yes, they've got utility of a boss planet, and yes, they're going to be really cool. So then it's like, okay, that was the big problem there. It's like, okay, well, they have to have passive income. They have to be a whale too. We have to make it work out. So I had to sit down, crunch the numbers, make it all work. And then I'm like, oh, imagine this as well. So let's say we mint for 75 ADA, 100 ADA. Let's just call it 100 ADA. We mint for Voxes, right? And so let's say our floor on pugs, when we get there, let's say we don't go up now, we don't go down, we're at 300 ADA. So today, to be a whale, it costs 7,500 ADA, right? 300, yeah. So, but let's say the Vox are 100, so it's going to cost you 2,500 to be a whale. So, so that's one reason to buy Vox, because they're going to be a damn sight cheaper, and you can also become a whale too. And some people might say, oh, but then there's going to be loads more whales in the Vox. Well, this is why, if you look at my paper, and if you don't understand, I will always be monitoring how many whales, how many Vox whales, how many alphas, how many supremes we have, so it makes sense and it's fair. How I would like things to always be, if the whale, let's say the whale got 100, then the next one up should get double and a little bit more, and the next one double a little bit more. So it makes sense and it's fair. I want everyone to look at everything and go, yeah, that's good. Obviously there's going to be one or two people that no matter what you do, they're going to have a problem. You could literally give them $1 million and they're like, oh, I wanted 2 million. There's always going to be those people, but they're few and far between. So I'm going to always trying to do the right thing and make it, if I was an investor, would I be happy with that? Okay, no, okay, how would I make that better? Because we like to listen to the community. We don't just blindly listen to the community, because if we blindly listen to the community, sometimes they don't know what they want till you show them, and they're like, oh my god, I didn't realize I want that. Like Apple, Apple shows you things. I don't want that. 2 weeks later, it's the best thing in the world. So I forget what the question was, but I do talk. That's what I do.
No, it was just about the space pug voxel release, and just in general, where the idea came from. You kind of cover all of the bases when it comes to that. Yeah, man. Let's matter of fact, let's go to the comments real quick. Let me read down some of the comments. Let me see if you guys got some questions.
I don't see any of the comments because I'm talking to you, so it's down here. So
yeah, let's see. Hey, if you guys have any questions from the comments, any questions about anything concerning Space Pugs Alpha, put them down in the chat. We're gonna go through a couple of questions. I'm gonna shout out a couple of people in the chat. Shout out to Andy Blackley. Blackley, man. He's actually the one that actually put me on the dot creatures. He's very active in their server, so shout out to him. Shout out to Mike, Ultimate CNFT. You already know that's the big homie right there from Space Pugs Alpha, the founder of Space Pugs Alpha. Also shout out to Johnny Tran. Shout out to Johnny Tran. He's very active in my server, in my Awesome World server. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, let us know.
There's a question. I'm like, that is actually a question from Christian Chen. What's your favorite spar trait that's not a GTB? Well, the GTB is not my favorite because that's Mike's thing. That's Mike's favorite. Like my well, how many times am I going to say my? Yeah, I mean, I love the King's Crown, but like, dude, I have to go with the rainbow lasers because I minted that one first. I'm like, I minted that, the rainbow laser eyes. I was like, did I really just mint that? I'm like, that is like minting, the razor beam from Boss Cats. I was like, if you mint that as your first one. So I'm a big fan of those. I mean, I know it's an obvious one, but I mean, I tell you what I've been seeing lately though. It's the Ultimate Warrior fur. There was one on the floor today. It was about 10 from the floor. I saw it and then I looked later, and now it's on the floor. So it just worked its way up, and I'm like, it was like naked fur Ultimate Warrior. I'm like, God, that is nice. But I'm like, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you do know that I mean, we can actually talk about the fact that I own 114 pugs, and I've bought a load of pugs. We can talk about that.
What? You have 114?
Yeah. So
wow.
Let's talk about that.
So, yeah. Let's talk about it. Oh well, hold on. Before you do that, I actually want to tell them my favorite traits, the favorite traits that I have. So my favorite traits is actually, I like the golden dagger. The golden dagger is fire. I just love how it looks. When I first seen it, I was like, oh man, that must be the most rarest one. And I found out it's not even the most rare. And I was like, man, if it's not the most rare one, like, what does the most rare one look like? So I also I like the golden dagger. Of course, I like the astronauts, man. I love the astronaut trait for the clothing. But I also like the I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Ruby or something like that. It kind of has on like a, I don't know, like a pastor type cloth, and he has like a ruby in his chest or something.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what that one's called. If you guys know in the chat, let me know what that one's called.
You know what's funny sometimes, because it's like as the founder, like I'm not searching the traits. It's like, for me, it's I'm just like, I look at some of the pugs are really nice and stuff like that. But when I'm in other projects, I'm like, what trait this, what trait that, what fur. But now I'm like, I'm too busy really to looking at stuff like that. There's just some that I really like the obsidian jacket. I just like, it's black and it's got the purple. I mean, it's just really rare as well. But
yeah, I think that's it. I think that he shout out to Roadie Runner. He said obsidian cloak. I think that's the one I was talking. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
There's some really nice ones.
Yep.
Oh, someone just said when merch. So
yeah. I was just about
to. Do you see what I dropped yesterday?
No, I did not see it.
So we've got these new whale whitelists. So it's basically, if you can mint 25 and you become a Vox whale. They're not 4 whales. Like everybody, no matter how many you've got, you can mint 3. But then obviously the people that have got a lot will have the King's Crowns, and they will have top 777s where you can mint more and you get them free. So I was like, okay, let's start some competitions for these whale whitelists. So we've got one competition for fan art, where you have to create really, really, really high level art that you would put on a wall, something really, really cool. And you've got 3 weeks to create this, and we'll pick one winner for a whale whitelist, and the top 5 will also be on the walls of any pubs that we have in the metaverse, wherever they are. We'll get them on the walls. We've got a video marketing competition. So if you're really good at video editing, making really catchy videos we could use for marketing, even put them on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on the Reels. So we have to it has to be this way, because I know my social media. I know exactly how things should work. So if you make a really cool video, and then you'll get a whale whitelist for that. And then also merch ideas. Like if you can come up with some really cool merch. Like maybe you're already doing merch and you know a bit about merch. So I'm watching what Bosscat did. I'm watching what everyone did. It's like you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, you don't.
Put your own spin on it, right? So there's lots of competitions, and I just can't wait to see what people bring, because people have, it surprises me some of the levels of creativity of our community. Like it's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting, man. It's very exciting. But yeah, man, that's really it, man. That's it for all of my questions, man. Do we have any giveaways or any kind of contest or anything we doing in the chat?
If you want, I can touch on what I mentioned before. The reason why I own so many pugs.
Okay. Okay.
So,
go ahead.
So, I love the project. I know where it's going to go, where I hope it's going to go, and I'm like, when we were at just over 100, I was like, I want to buy pugs. I want to buy some pugs too. I want to buy a stack. I want to drop some money in here. But it seems like it's not the thing to do in NFTs, which is so backwards to real world investing. Two of the richest men in the world, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they own a lot of shares in Tesla and Amazon in their own company. So I'm like, so I put it to the community and I asked them, I'm like, I explained that exactly the same. I'm like, and what would you think about me, start investing in my own company? Because I believe that we're going to stay, and it'll be a great show of faith. So literally 290 yes, 15 no. And so I'm like, okay. So then I just bought 80 that day, and I've been buying more. And now I've got like 114. And I think I'm done for now. I may pick up a couple, but we will see. We will see. It's just nice to have a vested interest. So it's cool for me when the floor's going up. I'm also looking at my stack, and I'm like, okay, I'm making money here. I don't know when and if I'll sell them or anything like that. We talk about that. I'm like, that's the last things I want to be selling. I'd rather hold on to those and just hold those, and we just see where they go. But it's cool. It's cool to be in the project too. Why not, man? Why not?
Exactly. Why not? And I seen a question in the chat. Somebody was asking, I think it was Speezus Christ. Shout out to him. He was asking how many pugs I own. So I own 6 pugs. I own 2 Astro suits. I own a golden dagger, and I also own a diamond suit. So
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So shout out to them for asking. I am invested.
Do you have a top 7.7 yet?
A top 7.7?
Yeah, a top 777. Like the club 777. Do you know about that yet or not?
No, man. I told you at the beginning of the interview, man. Y'all got so many updates, bro. I can't keep up with everything.
So this is my motto, and it's been my motto for just a few days or so. Just chatting with Mike and Danny. I'm like, leave no stone unturned and miss no tricks, and that is exactly what I'm trying to do. You see projects like Yetis and Boss Cats and the top 1K have some sort of perks or utilities. Like the Yeti, I think at the moment you get 1 mint from their next mint, which is now after the snowmobile. And then when they have staking, they will earn the most tokens. And Boss Cats, you earn, I think it's now 10 tokens per day that you've actually been earning since December. And then you get royalties every 6 months. I think it's projected around 300 or 400 ADA every 6 months. I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll see 1st of July when they get paid. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a top 10%. It's going to be the Club 777 because it's going to be different. I'm not doing the top 1K because we don't have a 10K collection, you know. So actually, Yetis have a 7,500 collection, but a top 1K. You know, so we did top 10%, 777, Club 77. Maybe the pub will be called the Club 77. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a private room in there called the Club 77 where all the poker goes down or something. Who knows? We could do whatever we want. So I was like, okay, what are the perks going to be? So we started with, okay, 1 free mint from Project 2, which we didn't know what it was. Then it was the box. You get a whitelist. You're getting what else have we got? What else? What is the third perk? Oh, you're going to have a roll. So after the mint, we're actually going to have a Club 777 roll. Like I've never seen this in any other project where, like in Boss Cats, no one has a roll that shows that they have got a top 1K cat. They don't have this in Yetis. We're going to have this because the guy that creates our bot to do the rolls, he can do this. So he's going to implement this. So you will see in people's role that they actually are part of the Club 777 because they own one of these pugs. And so that's most of the perks going up to the Vox. Then after the Vox, what we're going to do once a month. We've said 1,000 at Ada at the moment. It might be more, but if you're part of the Club 777, we'll do a monthly raffle, and the Club 777 will decide if one person gets it, 2, 4, or 10 people get it at 100 Ada each. Also, once we start minting, which you will probably be part of this, we've got a little something to tell everyone. A little alpha coming up in a second. Let's say in the month we mint 30. Let's say we minted like just one project a week, and each one we minted 20. So we might have got 80 mints that month, and each mint we might have minted 3. So we might have got 200 NFTs that month minted. Well, yeah, maybe we sold 150, and maybe we kept 50, maybe we kept 20, 30. So then what we do, we raffle off 20, 30 or whatever it is to the Club 777 or to the crowns, because the King Crown are going to get the same perk. They're going to get NFTs. They're not going to get the 1,000 ADA. I don't think it's just going to be the NFTs that we mint, but it could be 30 that we're giving away. It could be 20. It could, we just want to make sure that we're giving back as much as we can, because we are going to be so successful. We're going to have so much to give back and share with everybody. So this is we're just trying to create as much perks as we can, and we've got some more that we're working on, but I don't want to give everything at once, because then what am I going to do? It's like you blow your load too early and then you're kind of done, aren't you? So
exactly. So look, I got a question. I actually got a question about the 777 club, right? So with the 2,500 airdrop coming up, that's gonna move some of the rankings around a little bit, right? So how?
This is what we did, because I want to get ahead of everything, because there's nothing worse than, imagine we say, okay, there's going to be a Club 777, and if you top, then you're going to get these perks. And then people that are like this, they fly out there, they buy the rank 776 for for nothing, and then realize that it's going to drop out. So when I made the announcement, I said, I made it right there. Make sure you're going to be getting like under 400, maybe 450, and then you should be good. Obviously up to 500, maybe up to about 527, you're probably still going to be good. But this is why when I spoke with Bacchus, who creates floors for us, he actually reached out to me when I was in Tamers. I said, I love what you're doing here. I love the floor chart. I can do it for Pugs when you mint. I'm like, yes, please. So we created a channel for him. He puts the floor, and I said, can you make the top 400 just to be 100% sure? So then people know, and we make sure everyone knows, because we don't want people spending over the odds for something that doesn't retain value down the road. So we tell everyone about 450, but I reckon 500 should be good.
500. Okay, that's good. So you guys hear that? 500. Make sure you get in that 500 range, and you should be good. I had another question about that too. It slipped my mind. I had another question about that, but the 15. Okay, let's talk about the 1,500 airdrop. Okay, so the 1,500 airdrop. 2,500. That's what I meant to say. 2,500. So the 2,500 airdrop. Is there a chance that people can actually receive one of the 777 through the airdrop?
100%. 100%. You know what I'm just doing now? I'm working out the current value of what we're giving away. So 2,500 times 300 is 750,000 ADA. That is the value of the
Wow.
NFTs that we're giving back to the community. Back to
Wow.
the community, you know. So, and what happens once we hit 400 ADA? That's 1 million. That's 1 million ADA free NFTs that Space Pugs is giving away. You know, it's like it's. I mean, I hope that we get to that 400 floor, because that is a nice headline. That is a nice headline. 1 million ADA, you know. So this is the thing. You could get anything. And this, let's talk about variables. So there's if you own 10, let's say you own 10, there is some people that there's a chance that you could own 10 and you could get 10, right? That everything's possible, because every single NFT will get flipped, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. Heads you get it, tails you don't. So there's a chance you could get 10, but that means there's a chance you could get 0 as well. Now, the probability you'll probably get between 4 and 7. That's what we're guessing. So there will be unlucky people that own 1 and don't get any, or own 2 and don't get any, or own 3 maybe and don't get any because you just got unlucky. But there'll also be people that own 1, 2, 3, 4 that got 2, 3, you know, got exactly the same. And we can't control that. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure there'll be. I would be upset if imagine I bought in 3 now, hoping to get some, and I didn't get any. So I'll be upset. So I hope that if this does happen, guys, and you don't get what you want, that you just take everything out on Mike, not me, because it's all his fault.
That was a good build up.
Honestly, I've been talking back and forth with Tiger or Minter. I'm like, how is using an algorithm that will basically just go through the 5,000 that were bought, and it'll go through and it'll just do heads, tails to each of them. And if it gets to the end and there isn't enough yeses, then it'll start again and it'll go through again until we get to the 2,500 that gets sent out, you know. And if for some reason it goes over, then you'll have to redo it until it kind of gets to the 2,500. I mean, this is obviously this is not me deciding or Mike deciding. This is someone that has been paid a lot of money to do this. So you kind of letting the expert do their job at the end of the day. You know, I'm not going to tell him how to do his job. Like he's not going to come and tell me, oh no, you should run a contest this way, or you should go and skate this way, because that's not that's not his job. You know. Yeah. So I hope everyone appreciates us being open and honest and giving you the truth always. You know, and maybe the truth is not what you wanted to hear. You prefer us to lie, but we'll tell you the truth. We'll always tell you the truth, and just appreciate the candidness of us, and know that we've always got your back. So try to have our back, guys.
Okay. With all that being said, we are near the end. It is time to wrap it up. So look, shout out to everybody who pulled up to the stream today. Everybody from Space Pugs Alpha, everybody from the Awesome World Discord. And also, guys, get used to seeing me and Space Pugs Alpha in the future. That's all I'll say on that. With that being said, you guys can also join my Discord. My Discord is down in the description. It's the first thing listed. And in my Discord, I do a lot of whitelist giveaways. I also do a lot of NFT alpha talk. We talk a lot about Space Pugs Alpha. And also I'm giving a lot of teasers to my upcoming CNFT music project. So if you guys are interested in that, hit the join button on the Discord. And before we get out of here, I just want to see Adam, do you have any shout outs? I like to do shout outs at the end of my interviews. So is there anybody you want to shout out before we get out of here?
I mean, first and foremost, the number one shout out has to be Kong, because if it wasn't for him dipping, I would not have this opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm being 100% serious there, because, what he did, it wasn't cool, but it's ended up being the best thing for the whole NFT space. Because what I'm doing and what I'm doing with Mike and with Danny and Darkwater, that would not have been possible if he was there. So a big shout out to him for making the biggest mistake of his life. Thanks, man. And also,
you wow.
That's how we do it. Cheers, man.
Yeah,
also, massive thank you to Mike, Ultimate Warrior, for having 100% faith in me. Like our journey started like a couple months ago. I was so appreciative of him, what he did on YouTube, and also for Block. And the ADA handles came out, and I was looking. I'm like, okay, Block is hot. No, not there. I was looking for his. I'm like, okay, let's look for Ultimate CNFT. Oh, it's there. Cool. I bought it. I DM'd him. I said, dude, I've got something for you. I sent it over to him. He's like, dude, oh my God, I can't believe you did this, blah, 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 blah. So we jumped on a call. We chatted for like 2 hours, and we were like mates, and from that point we were mates. And then we just got involved. And eventually I ended up coming into his project as a mod, as a mod. And then I was an admin really after like a week. He let me become an admin. And then here we are. And he lets me kind of do what I want. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I trust you. But it's a massive shout out to him, the faith he has in me, and we're having a blast, man. And like Danny, of course, like he is amazing. We chat every day. He has so many ideas because I'm very like all in, and occasionally I need someone to look and go, take a step back, dude. Easy. Maybe this way. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. Because I know that I can be I'm like all in or nothing. If I'm in, I mean, you see, guys, I'm all in, I'm there all the time. And also to our mods, like without them, the community would not be what it is. There's like below Vanilla, Kibosh was there from the beginning. Who else have we got? We got some stuff. Do you find this? You read people's names and you read it, but you never say it. And if you have to say it out loud, like Nerdoden or something, but there's like the mods are amazing. And obviously Darkwater's just come on board now, like this guy. He is a smart guy. And talking to Darkwater, we didn't even talk about the experts. Oh, we'll have to leave that for another video.
Yeah. I know, right?
Have to do it. We'll have to do a part 2.
Yeah,
like,
we have to.
Should I mention what we talked about before? A little bit of a teaser.
Well, hold on real quick. We actually, so we got something else. Hey, Mike, Ultimate CNFT Warrior is in the chat. He said it's time to give away a pug. I think we need to give away a pug in the chat.
What would be funny? What would be really, really funny? Like, unless you've got an idea to do a pug, I was thinking a funny way, and I bet it's never been done. I bet this has never been done on YouTube.
What you got?
Oh, okay, guys, let's play XP games. Let's be XP games for a pug. We're gonna do numbers. And so it's gonna be a number between 1 and 5. Go. Who's gonna get it? No numbers. No.
Uh-oh.
No, it's between 1 and 5, guys. Yay, Mike won it. Mike, the first Mike there. You got it. Number 3.
Let's see.
Number 3. XP.
Okay, I see him. Mike. Hey, you the winner, man. Congratulations.
Oh, amazing. God, that's you know what I always wish in the Discord. I'm like, can I not just talk? Can everybody type and I talk in the Discord? That would make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
It was like the voice of God coming down.
Yeah.
I hate typing. I don't know about you, but I hate typing. I'm so rubbish at typing. It's like it takes me forever.
Yeah. The talking to typing ratio is horrible. Like we can talk way more than we can type. So I get it.
I don't know if everything I say makes sense because I just go off.
Nah, it makes perfect sense.
But, hopefully everyone enjoyed this. Yeah.
Oh, they did. I can tell by the chat. I can tell by the viewers, the activity, the engagement. But yeah, man, this was amazing. This was an amazing interview. Yeah, man, this is an amazing interview. And also to give you guys a heads up, I have another interview coming up, another Victory Lap interview with the SEAL Society. So if any of you guys are into the SEAL Society, that will be coming up Saturday as well. And like I said, I'll be doing plenty of stuff with Space Pugs Alpha. So get used to seeing them around the channel. Yeah, man. So that is it.
I have one more thing.
What you got?
I have 2 more things. So I have one more thing. I don't know if you know I did this. So I wanted to try to give back to you a little bit before I came on. So yesterday I ran a giveaway. The giveaway was a whale whitelist, and all you had to do was go and subscribe to your channel and then go and comment on the last 3 videos. So these kind of tricks can help to boost your channel because that's suddenly loads of activity. So guys, you can keep doing that tonight. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to go and I'm going to look for really, really good comments. And if I find someone that's commented on the last 3 videos, so I'm going to go and watch about 6 videos. And if I see the same person commenting, do different comments, something really cool, you will win a whale whitelist. Okay. So let's support JL. That's how you say your name?
Yeah, JL.
Yeah, let's support JL because he's amazing what he does for the CNFT space. He does so much research. You guys have no idea. I've been watching him for a while, bringing projects that are so under the radar. And that is why we spoke before. And I'm going to drop it. Is that okay? Yeah. So we spoke before because everyone knows we have experts. And so what we need an expert that researches all the up and coming projects for us to mint, for us to invest in. So he's going to be working with Space Pugs. He's going to be part of the team. We're not sure exactly on his expert title, but he's going to be the researcher. He's going to be the one finding out about all the projects that you don't know about and we want to know about. And then we can all make lots and lots of profits because that's what it's all about, because we're investors at the end of the day. So yeah, welcome to the team, man. And we'll get you a great role, and we'll get your own channel in the Discord, and we'll be chatting and you'll be bringing us stuff, and you'll be working closely with Darkwater as well, because this guy, God, you guys have.
And I've been seeing Darkwater. I've been seeing him a lot. I'm definitely familiar with his name, so I've been seeing him a lot everywhere.
Yeah, he is a smart man. Oh, he's, yeah, it'd be great to see you guys working together and see what we can do. See what we can do.
Yeah, man.
See space together,
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be part of the Space Pugs Alpha team. Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So all my shilling didn't go to waste. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I mean, I on that note, I guess we can sign off, man. That's the big bang,
This has been fun. This has been real fun, and I guess we're gonna head back into the Discord now, and we're gonna get it bouncing. Hopefully, we hit that 300 floor. Hopefully, we hit 300, guys. If you think we're gonna do well, then you probably want to be buying under 300. I reckon we'll be over 300 in the future. I reckon that's a great. This is investment advice. Go buy Pugs. Buy as many as you can. Sell everyone else's NFTs and buy Pugs. That's investment advice.
Exactly. That is financial advice. Do whatever you need to do. If you need to sell some other NFTs, do what you need to do. Make sure you get into Space Pugs Alpha. It is the premier project to be into. So with that being said, this is your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. And that is Adam, CNFTADAM. And we are signing off. All right.
You in the Discord. Bye.
All right.
You ain't seen the news, you ain't see my shoes, you ain't see the views. Look, I get the views. Top floor of the suite, watch the views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say to you? That's some news to me, that's so new to me. I'm luxury, it been like this for a minute, I don't do for free. You gotta pay, yes there is a fee. Yeah, I'm off the leash, yeah, I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm a preacher, step in the booth and preach. Yeah, I do teach, this is for the youth. I'm inside the booth, not off on 40 proof. I'm on that G.O.D., God at the juice, God at the truth. And it's on the loose, ride around in the city like I'm on a moose. On a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Papa Willie, we don't care, Mick Millie air. Think I need a spare. Got too much air, hit too much ground. Never touch the asphalt. If you fall, then my that gon' be your fault. I'm on that G.O.D. God at the juice, God at the truth, and it's on the loose. Riding around in the city like I'm on a moose, on a mongoose, rock a mongoose. Yeah, I'm moving fast. Yeah, I hit the dash. Yeah, I caught the pass. Boy, I'll never crash. You forever mad. You forever sad. My wifey Angelina. I think I'm Brad. Michael Jackson bad. We forever smooth. You be on the news. You ain't got no clue. And we never lose. We get them W's. We breaking every rule. We paid our dues.
You ain't seen the news, you ain't seen my shoes, you ain't seen the views. Look, I get the views. Top floor of the suite, watch the views. What you gon' say to me that I can't say to you?